You're watching Your View.
Thank you for joining us. This is Scott Kaplan and Crew Tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM. SoCal Sports Talk. Here's Scott Kaplan, Alex Padilla, and John Browner.
What's up, great friends? It is a Thursday afternoon here on Kaplan and Crew with Grande and the Brown Man. If you're listening to us on radio this afternoon, awesome. If you're joining us on our YouTube channel, that's great too. Make sure you get involved in our YouTube chat. And if you are catching up to us tonight on television, it's Channel 4 San Diego, and you're sitting there at home watching going, I know, moron, I'm watching this right now. Channel 4 Santa Barbara. And if you're in Palos Verdes or Orange County, it's Channel 118 on Cox Your View. Alex, I just saw you messing with your ace bandage around your wrist that you told us yesterday. You know, you're punching bags in like video games. You're riding bikes and getting hurt. You're not sure if it's carpal tunnel. Are you okay? Are you going to survive here today?
Oh, yeah. Dude, I woke up feeling so much better. Whatever I did here, injecting myself with these drugs I got from TJ, I feel great. You know, feel fantastic. These steroids.
What do you mean drugs from TJ?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
Did you go down to TJ?
Come on, when you need things, you just go down south, and they have ointments for everything.
No, I got it.
Come on, bro. Don't dry snitch. Don't dry snitch. Listen,
don't try snitching. Pharmacias, baby. You can go down there and get anything you want.
To get them people at your door, man. Do that when I'm gone. I can't afford to run in with the people.
No, dude, you're fine. But Alex,
you
like literally cruise down?
No.
Pick up some meds or something?
No. I got some American drugs, and I feel fine. I feel fantastic.
There we go.
Yeah,
you're good.
As long as I don't move my thumb too much, I feel good. This morning I woke up and I was actually, oh look, I can actually move it today, so I feel fine. It was a big time swelling yesterday, which was weird. That came out of nowhere, and instead of going to the urgent care, I got a haircut instead because priorities.
It's called inflammation. You have a lot of inflammation in your thumb.
Yeah,
you tell him, Browner.
Thanks,
tell him,
doctor. Thanks, doc.
Yeah, the doctor.
I don't know why I need urgent care. The dude's in my kitchen.
Yeah, no, dining room.
That's dining room. Just come on in during the break.
Yeah. Hey, funny though, because as Alex has this hand wrapped in this mystery injury, this all after my mystery illness last week. I don't know if anybody saw on Alex's social media, but on his Instagram, dude, his fiance almost ruined like the vacation. She almost
died.
She almost like lost her life. Dude, I was watching this yesterday. I'm flipping through Instagram yesterday, and I see Alex's video come up. Was it Mars' birthday?
Yeah, it was her birthday yesterday.
Okay, Browner, have you seen this?
Yeah, dude, I saw her yesterday too.
Yeah, so she goes to blow out her candles on her birthday cake. Which let me just have a timeout for a second and say this: in 2021. I didn't know people still blew out candles on birthday cakes. And the reason is because I thought in COVID, if you have a birthday cake and you go, well, then you're blowing your germs all over the cake. And then people go to eat the cake. So
I didn't even think about that. Forgot about that.
Yeah. She goes to blow out the candles, and dude, she almost lights her entire head on fire.
Uh-huh.
Can we take a look at this? Let's do some analysis right here of what took place here. Okay. Yeah, we might have to even put it into slow motion here.
I don't know if I can.
Right there.
Look at Alex.
Yeah.
You can hear the collective fear from whoever off the screen goes, oh, because they saw the fire.
You know what my favorite part, which is off camera, and because my view, you can't really see the flame too well from the only person videoing the thing. Yeah. But my view, that thing engulfed very fast. Like whatever she has going on in her hair was flammable. So like literally, there was 2 little cakes. I got her one just like in the morning, just say happy birthday. And then her mom made her like this like fruit tart thing. So they put candles on both for whatever reason. And she thought she blew out the cake. And she goes to blow out the tart. And she didn't blow out the first candles. And it just like literally catches fire. And the best part about this whole thing is her mother's reaction was nothing. Like, she loved it. She, like, her mom stared at her like, oh, this is my kid, just lighting her hair on fire on her birthday. Like just complete and utter, like, just didn't care. Like, just like almost disappointed. That was my favorite part. But everybody else was like, whoa. Yeah, it was great.
It's funny you say that because I was looking and it looked like she had just gotten like her hair done and some highlights in her hair,
Yeah,
and I'm
she
like,
went blonde a while ago. So
yeah, I'm like,
Fresh
there's
and
some
flammable,
chemicals,
baby.
right?
Fresh and
There's some
flammable.
chemicals and some flammability to that hairdo. Show it to us one more time. Watch Alex's reaction. He's such a sweetheart. Watch this kid right here.
Fast, bro. Everybody was like, oh, Linda. Linda replied on Instagram. She's like, "What a cheap way to cop a feel." And I'm like, "Yo, bro, I'm just listen."
Alex's pats to put the fire out are hilarious. Look at the way his hands dog paddle to put the flames out.
Yeah, man.
Play it again.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Watch his hand. Watch his paddles.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And she's just laughing the whole time. Like there's no concern on her. They're like, oh my God, my hair is on fire, you know?
No. Like she
Nope.
was oblivious to the fact that she was in real danger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out, Mar. Happy birthday. You almost
Happy birthday.
listen.
She almost Michael Jacksoned herself.
You know, I do a lot of things that are heroic, obviously, but this is top of the list.
Wow.
Saved her life, you know.
All heroes don't wear capes, huh?
Yep. I mean, when I gave that kid the ball at the Padres game, you know.
Okay, Steve Rogers.
I don't know why you get so upset at me just doing heroic things, bro. Like,
all right, Steve Rogers. Way to talk about your heroics, sir.
Did you see the reflexes? I'm telling you, quick.
Dude, very nice.
That fire had no chance.
Like a big old basset hound. Just put them and just put it out.
I'm glad I didn't have like any like bandages. Like there's so much Tiger Balm on my hand right now. Probably would have engulfed my hand.
Wouldn't it have been great?
Yeah.
I mean, she has no idea that when she thinks she's blown out the first candle, and as she goes to the second candle, she has no idea that the first candle is still lit, and here comes her hair on fire.
And then because she leaned over, and the part that caught fire was behind her. So I was behind her. I was trying to get out of the frame for the video, you know, like let her be in the video or pictures, whatever was being taken. So I was trying to get out of frame, but I had the perfect angle of just a poof. It looked like a little mini firework, man.
Nice. Yeah. Nice. Well, happy birthday. And I hope that when you guys get back from your vacation after next week, that we get right back on it with our man, Gary Cooper, Mountain Trust Mortgage and Realty Services. Are you really, truly taking a break, Alex? Because I know you went and you put that offer in on that place down in Otay. Then they said, nah, thanks anyway. But we got somebody else who's probably paying more and paying in cash.
Then Manny Machado came and bought it.
Yeah, last night I think it was like about midnight, and I'm like trying to get to bed, and she goes, "Hey, I know this isn't the time to talk about it, but I want to see 3 houses before we go to Cabo." And I'm like, "Bro, come on, man. I thought we were taking a break." She's like, "There's an open house on Saturday. There's one in Mission Valley." And I'm like, "All right, whatever you want to do. It's not my call."
All right. Well, if you like Alex and his fiance are interested in buying a house, selling a house, if you would like to refinance and get yourself into a better loan situation, if you are trying to do what Alex was doing, it took a long time to position yourself and get your documents together, make sure credit scores are right. I mean, all the little things, the nuances that you have to take care of before you're actually positioned and ready to buy a house. You call our guy, Gary Cooper, Mountain Trust Mortgage and Realty Services, 858-376-1299, 858-376-1299, Gary Cooper, Mountain Trust Mortgage and Realty Services. Okay, guys, let's do this. Let's jump into what happened last night with the Padres, because it's become like a daily fixture on the show, which is what happened with the Padres and what happened with the Giants, what happened with the Dodgers. Let's kind of go through everything that took place last night as we're all following every single day what's going on. And then, by the way, I want to get to the Dodgers because it's not what happened in their game against Miami. It's what they have done organizationally. You know, yesterday we knew that the Dodgers were shutting down the Trevor Bauer bobblehead night, which is August 19th. It's still 6 weeks away. I mean, a lot can happen between now and then where they go, you know what, let's wait it out. Let's kind of see how things play out. No, they bailed on that. But then they did something else that was very interesting, which is starting to make people think that the Dodgers now realize this is more than just smoke.
It's like Mars hair.
Get there. Right. It's not just smoke. It's actual fire.
Yep.
Right. All right. So let's go through last night. Alex, why don't you lead us through this? Because Chris Paddack was just awful. I mean, he was just throwing batting practice last night to the Washington Nationals, gave up 9 runs. Take us through this, Alex.
Well, this is just his season stats because it's not just last night. It's the entire season. He's 4-6 with a 5.44 ERA on the season. 7 starts under 5 innings pitched, which included last night. Where last night, I believe he went 2 innings and he started the third. And what I appreciated, and I know Browner's not a fan of Tingler, and I could be reading too much into it. Tingler was like, I'm not taking him out. I want AJ to see how bad this dude really is right now. So I'm going to leave him out there to dry. And he gave up 8 earned runs, 9 total. And because Tingler's done with the kid, I think. I really genuinely think that Tingler is not listening to AJ. And it's like, I'm not going to bring in a reliever. I'm not going to burn my bullpen in the first inning for another Chris Paddack start. I'm going to let this kid out to dry so everyone here can see how bad he really is if I leave him in right now. I'm tired of hooking him early, and I'm tired of saving him. Here you go. 9 runs, 2 innings.
Yep. 2 innings, 9 runs, 9 hits, 8 earned runs, a walk, 2 strikeouts, and gives up a home run. Just you look at this box score, you look at this line, and you're thinking to yourself, because just real quick, here's what happened. I went out for a fancy dinner last night with a friend of mine.
Not with me and Browner.
No, it was me, Rachel, and a friend of mine. You guys remember my last year got into a real bad bike accident?
Yes.
How's he? He's okay?
He's doing good. And we were kind of out last night sort of celebrating the fact that, hey, he's alive, made it through. We were talking about cycling and how none of us want to get on our bikes ever again. We're petrified to be out on the roads,
watch out for those cardboard signs now too.
Seriously.
Oh, boy.
And we're right. And we're having this like celebratory dinner. And it's one of these dinners where like it was a fancy dinner. And when it was done, I was like, oh my God, that just cost a lot of money. And guess what? I'm freaking starving. Like I'm literally starving. The worst. I felt like the biggest jerk. I was like, I just wasted this much money. You know how many pairs of sneakers for my kids I could have bought?
What did you? Okay.
How many courses?
You right. Thank you. You won't say where. Okay. What did you eat? What did you order? You don't have to say where. What did you order?
It doesn't. Listen, I'm just telling you right now. There was an app that we had a salad, like a Caesar salad. Rachel ordered some kind of like a tuna dish, like a bluefin tuna dish. I ordered a salmon dish. And my buddy who was there, he ordered a couple of small bottles of wine, but like they were like a fancier wine than we would have ordered because we would have been much happier with less expensive wine. And so when the bill came, I was like, oh my God, are you freaking kidding me? How expensive this dinner was, right? So we get done with dinner and Rachel's going home. She's super tired. I'm going to go home, get to my kids. And I'm like, I'm starving. Like, I can't believe I just spent this much money on a dinner. I had this much wine because I really, since my whole vocal cord thing, I stopped drinking. So I had like a little sip of wine, right? So, poor Rachel, like kind of had all this wine poured for her. And the bill came. I was like, I cannot believe how much this cost. Oh, by the way, I also got a parking ticket in Del Mar because I thought I parked in a completely legal spot. Turns out I didn't. So I got a $45 parking ticket. So the whole night cost me a fortune, right? Then on my way home, I'm thinking, I am starving. I go to my favorite pizza shop, okay, in Solana Beach. I stop in, I grab 2 slices of cheese pie. While I'm in there, I'm standing there talking to all the pizza guys because they're watching the Padre game. And they, I've been going to the same place forever. They're all listeners to the show. I come walking in, they're like, Kaplan, you believe what's going on here? Paddack sucks. Paddack is terrible.
Yes, I do believe it.
All the pizza guys are like, Paddack freaking sucks. We got to get rid of Paddack. And what I was saying to the guys is, look, if the Padres are for reals about making a real run, and I wouldn't be satisfied with wild card, I wouldn't be satisfied with postseason, I would be thinking championship. And the reason I'd be thinking that is because I'm not sure I really buy the Giants. And I really think that what we've seen the Padres do to the Dodgers so far this year, and with the Dodgers having this Trevor Bauer story, and who knows what the future is of that guy. If
Kershaw
I'm
on the injured list.
But I think Kershaw is more of like a take time before the All-Star break and rest up. I'm not so sure he's really got anything happening. Nonetheless, the point is, I'm going for it this year. And if I'm going for it this year, here's the one thing I know. And by the way, the pizza guys know this too. Paddack can't be part of this. Paddack cannot be a part of this. And I would like to see the Padres make a move. Like, go out and say, listen, Yu Darvish has paid off. Joe Musgrove, yeah, the no-hitter, but come on, he's not been dominant hardly. Okay. And Blake Snell, I think a lot of us have been a bit disappointed in Blake Snell.
Unless he's at home.
Reputation. Yeah. Based on his reputation coming to San Diego, I think that we all thought we were going to get a lot more. So look, Paddack's terrible. Weathers is still a young guy. Clearly, Mackenzie Gore, for whatever reason, has not yet been brought up, apparently, or just isn't ready. I keep hearing that, but isn't ready kind of is starting to make me think sucks. And so you got to go out and make a move.
Could be the same.
Something's got to happen here. So shout out to my pizza guys at Bongiorno's in Solana Beach.
If you're going to do something, I've said this a million times. I think they should trade for Chris Bryant. But if you also want to trade for Max Scherzer, who's taking a guy with a 5-run ERA?
I mean, you're not trading Paddack.
But I'm saying you have to trade McKenzie. Any top line pitcher or person you get right now, whether it be Chris Bryant or Max Scherzer or anybody else high on the trade list that can actually help you, they're gonna want some high level prospects. And with Abrams being out for the year, so physically you may not know what's going on with him. Who else do they really have to trade that you can get a top line guy? I don't know. So I think you haven't seen Mackenzie Gore, like I've said for a while. You better not trade Weathers. They don't believe in him, and he's better as a prospect, as a blue chip to move for somebody else than he is actually playing for the Padres. That's why I think you won't see him. Because anybody could do better than that last night. Like, that was pathetic.
That's not saying much, though. I think the problem is for the Padres is that we went into the season thinking that we all said that the Padres pitching staff is the strength of theirs, when really it's clearly not. The number 1, 2, and 3 thing on AJ Preller's wish list is starting pitcher, starting pitcher, starting pitcher. It's got to be like, and honestly, but you might need a closer the way Melanson pitched in the month of June. So, or you could put Lamet as closer. If Lamet can only give you 1 inning, throw his ass as a closer. He's great for 1 inning. Like, he's really good for 1 inning. And then his shoulder flames up, or his elbow flames up, or his forearm, or his entire he looks like this after 2 innings. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying.
You gotta have the ace bandage on the hand.
There's some serious issues with this Padres rotation that is obvious. I just really hope that by come July 31st, AJ, Senor Rockstar Preller, can figure out something. We need something.
I think with Darvish, Weathers, and Musgrove, because Musgrove had a really high point with the no-hitter. But other than that, he's been a little bit above average. But that's okay, because as the third guy, I can deal with that. But Yu Darvish first, Weathers second, Musgrove, and then you figure out the last 2. Because I think you should put Lamet in the bullpen too. You can have the closer pitching the 8th and have Lamet pitching the 9th. Boom, you've now locked that up. So just get to the 6th inning and get 2 guys to get you through the 7th. Like, I don't really understand what the complication is about this, but you've got to get something.
Yeah, Chris Paddack is just
terrible.
It is not worked out at all. It was cute and it was fun for like a couple of months. You know, the bolo tie, the cowboy hat, the fake intensity. You know, the storyline that AC was trying to push on everybody because the Padres were pushing it on him. It was cute for like a minute, and now it's boring, it's tired, and it's not productive. So
let me take a look too at the innings pitched by the bullpen. The Padres are first in baseball. Their bullpen's getting taxed incredibly. Look at the Dodgers; they're 23rd, and the Giants are 24th out of 30 teams. The Padres need starting pitching immediately.
Okay, Alex, let's go to the rest of the NL West, because let's take a look at what happened. Now, today's Thursday, so this happened yesterday on Wednesday. But Grande, take us.
Giants beat the Cardinals. That they have today off. They are in first place at 54-32. They start a 3-game series against these Nationals that we are seeing right now. The Dodgers played this morning in Miami. Before that, they lost 3 in a row in Miami, which was nice. They're 53-34, a game and a half back. And then the Padres, who just can't seem to just get closer than 3.5 games. They're 4.5 at 51-38. They take on the Nationals tonight, and it is a hell of a game, boys. We got Yu Darvish versus Max Scherzer tonight at Petco Park starting at 6:10 p.m.
I can tell you this right now. When the NBA Finals Game 2 is on tonight versus this game right here between the Padres and the Nationals and this pitching matchup, it's not even a question mark for me. I'm way all in on this Padre game tonight versus being all in on this NBA Finals Game 2 game tonight. Alex, is there a soccer game that will take you away
not
from
tonight.
the Padres tonight?
No, not tonight. England beat who they play? Denmark yesterday in extra time. So it is Italy versus England in the Euro 2020 final on Sunday, and it's Argentina versus Brazil on Saturday. Messi versus Neymar in the Copa America, and the Gold Cup gets started at some point here in the U.S., which I assume is going to be U.S. Mexico.
You know, you mentioned this weekend and these big soccer matches. Another big event coming up this weekend is Trevor McGregor back in the octagon.
Who he play for?
Did I get his name? Did I
Conor
say what
McGregor.
I say?
You said
Excuse
Trevor
me.
McGregor.
Who's Trevor? Who's Trevor?
Trevor Bauer?
Maybe. Conor McGregor, excuse me. It actually sounded wrong coming out of my mouth. Conor McGregor back in the octagon. I want to talk about that. I want to get a preview of this Conor McGregor fight. Stick around.
We'll be right back with more of Scott Kaplan and Crew tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM. A new generation of radio. SoCal Sports Talk.
Kaplan and Crew tonight is brought to you by BMW San Diego, your certified BMW dealer, serving drivers throughout San Diego and the surrounding areas.
Southern California radio is a special game, a unique game from the sandy beaches of the Baja and all the way to Santa Barbara. My voice sounds pretty cool. The all-new and mightier 1090.
Great things can be achieved when a community comes together. Join Erica Cardenas on Doing More as she introduces you to ordinary people working side by side to confront tremendous challenges and make a positive impact in their community. Watch Doing More Sunday night at 6 on YourView or stream it online at yourview.com. Ronald McDonald House Charities of San Diego keeps families close to their hospitalized child. Stop by your local McDonald's today to make a donation or donate online.
Welcome to the Jacobs & Cushman San Diego Food Bank and our 90,000 square foot facility. We feed 350,000 people every single month. Many people ask, how can I help? You can volunteer for the San Diego Food Bank. Just go to sandiegofoodbank.org, register to volunteer. No group is too small, no group is too large, but those volunteers are integral to our success in feeding the community. Another way you can help is by hosting a food drive. Just go online and register your group, your company, or your organization. It's that easy. Another great way is through our virtual food drive, where you can literally buy food on our behalf. Lastly, another great way to make an impact is to go online and make a financial contribution to the San Diego or North County Food Bank. On behalf of the San Diego Food Bank, our staff, our volunteers, and the 350,000 people we serve every month, thank you for helping us fight hunger and feed hope in San Diego County.
Time now for Kaplan and Crew tonight's Community Connect.
Shelter to Soldiers selects dogs from shelters and rescue groups all throughout California. Our ideal candidate at Shelter to Soldier is 8 months to a year and a half old. They're confident in different environments. They have strong social drive. Another motivator like food or toy drive. And ultimately, these are dogs that want to have a job and that have a greater purpose to become a service dog. Currently, about 85% of our dogs pass their service dog training. But if they don't pass, they become a career change. We don't like to use the word failure around here. So career change to an emotional support animal, or if that doesn't work out, then they career change to a pet dog. Still finding a loving placement and purpose in life.
We are in the hope business. What we do every day and what we've done for 40 years is to provide kids and families going through critical illnesses hope that tomorrow's going to be a better day. My favorite wish is the next one, because that is the power of our organization, is to bring hope to kids who are going through something right now, and hope can't wait. So people can get involved now by donating resources. They can donate in kind. They can donate their time as volunteers. They can donate dollars, because kids are still getting diagnosed with illnesses that qualify for Make-A-Wish every day. So people can visit us online at sandiego.wish.org. They can visit us and follow us on social media. There are so many ways to get connected, and people can help in many, many different ways. We need your support now more than ever, because illness doesn't take a vacation and it doesn't take a break because of COVID-19.
Our massive signal covers an area where over 24 million people reside. So if you're listening or advertising on another station, we have only one question. Why? The new generation of radio, the all-new and mightier 1090.
Sometimes they say it might work, it might not work. And so I ask myself the question, like, why even get the vaccine if it can also harm you? For me, it's like taking a 50-50 chance.
Hi, Andrea. Some say that the vaccine is harmful or that it might not work, but that's not true. Millions of people have been vaccinated with no ill effects, and I can tell you that getting the vaccine is far safer than not getting it.
Moore's Cancer Center is the only comprehensive cancer center in San Diego, which has NCI designation, which NCI stands for National Cancer Institute. And this is designated to only the highest possible ratings for cancer centers in the country. And that means that it's experts in every medical subspecialty pushing boundaries for difficult to treat cancers. We have a unique blend of cancer research and patient care, which really helps us take care of the whole patient from bench to bedside interventions with the latest research, and we're really pushing the boundaries to treat each individual cancer as much as possible. We're very proud of our leadership here in the community at UCSD.
Here's Kaplan and Crew tonight's 60-second timeout with Haley Stasiak.
The July 30th MLB trade deadline is fast approaching, and the Padres are likely to be shopping around for some starting pitching. The Padres brought in some stellar pitchers in the offseason, adding Yu Darvish, Blake Snell, and Joe Musgrove. But they've still leaned on the bullpen quite a bit this season. Chris Paddack had yet another tough performance on Wednesday. Paddack gave up a career-high 9 runs in 2 innings in the Padres' 15-5 loss to the Nationals. But beyond Paddack, Padres starters have only 17 quality starts in their last 43 games. They're tied for 22nd in number of quality starts this season. Padres manager Jace Tingler said on Wednesday night that they will definitely be looking to get more length and consistency out of their starting pitching here in the second half. Padres wrap up their series with the Nationals tonight before hosting the Rockies this weekend. That's your 60-second timeout. Now back to more Kaplan and Crew Tonight.
Kaplan and Crew tonight's 60-second timeout is presented by Your View.
Classic Game Time. The best games from the past season on Your View.
Great things can be achieved when a community comes together. Join Erica Cardenas on Doing More as she introduces you to ordinary people working side by side to confront tremendous challenges and make a positive impact in their community. Watch Doing More Sunday night at 6 on Your View or stream it online at yourview.com. Ronald McDonald House Charities of San Diego keeps families close to their hospitalized child. Stop by your local McDonald's today to make a donation or donate online.
We'll be right back with more of Scott Kaplan and Crew tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM. A new generation of radio. SoCal Sports Talk.
You're watching Kaplan and Crew tonight, powered by the mightier 1090 and Your View, featuring the best sports talk in SoCal.
Hey, great friends, we welcome you back inside the 7 Mile Casino studios here of Kaplan and Crew, along with Grande and the Brown Man. If you're catching up to us tonight on television on Channel 4 San Diego, the Cox Your View Network, could be Channel 4 Santa Barbara. It might be Channel 118 in Palos Verdes in Orange County. TV viewers at night, I know you got a lot of choices, right? I mean, tonight you're going to have Padres and Nationals, huge pitching matchup. You're going to have Game 2 of the NBA Finals. And I actually found myself last evening watching Tampa Bay and Montreal in the NHL Stanley Cup Finals. And I was actually kind of blown away by it because I don't really pay that much attention to hockey. But you think about Tampa Bay. They won the NHL Stanley Cup Finals last year. They won the Super Bowl with the Buccaneers last year. And they've won the Stanley Cup again this year. And I'll just send a shout out to a lot of San Diego.
The Rays made the World Series.
That happened how long ago? Was it 2
last
3
year?
years ago? Last year. Oh, that's right. That's
Bubble.
right. Exactly. Against the Dodgers, right? But I also want to say this. There's a guy who works for the Tampa Bay Lightning. His name is Jared Dillon, and he works in the front office. Does anybody remember that name? Anybody know that name? He used to work for the Padres. And he would come into the radio studio of 1090 all the time. Got to know this young man as he was just kind of coming up as a front office exec with the Padres. He works down for the Lightning. Guess what? My man just got his second ring. Just got his second ring. And it's always great to see guys, girls, people who come through San Diego and then go on to have other success in other places.
Does he get a day? Does he get a day with the Stanley Cup? Does he get a day to take it home and do whatever he wants with it?
That's a good question. I'm not sure. I think, as I recall, Jared was a tight end at Oregon in his college days. And then, like I said, started off with the Padres. This has got to be at least 10 years ago, and has worked his way into the front office with the best franchise in NHL hockey. So congrats to him and any connections that he's got here in San Diego. So as we're just getting back into the 7 Mile Casino studios, man, the last segment we were talking about a few things, but one thing that's got me still bothered, I'm still so irritated. Doesn't anybody else experience this and know this feeling? You go out to dinner, you go to a nice place, you spend more money than you wanted to, and it's okay if you leave full and satisfied, but it sucks when you spend a bunch of money on a dinner, you're not full, you're not satisfied, and then you get done and you go, so what's for dinner?
What we're going to eat?
Yeah. What's for dinner?
I get this feeling with sushi often, where I'll eat, be full in the moment, and like 30 minutes, an hour later, I'm starving.
Yeah.
Like for whatever reason with sushi, I get that, but it's never because of the price. I don't tend to go to places where the price is going to bother me. Like it's just like not my thing, Scott. So
well, I'm kind of the same way. I really don't want to overpay, and I don't really need to go to a fancy place ever. I'm so much happier in a more casual environment. If you told me, hey, you can go to a bar restaurant or you can go to like a fancy dining restaurant, dude, I'll take casual all day long, all day. But it was a little bit of a celebration dinner last night. And I made the one critical mistake. I let a friend of mine who's a very successful guy order wine. No, it wasn't the picking of the spot. It was the ordering of the wine. That was the problem. 2 reasons. 1, I wasn't really drinking. And 2, if I would have been ordering the wine, we would have ordered much more reasonable bottles.
Behringer, house red.
Dude, we would prefer like Chardonnay white wine. I would drink, I'm telling you, dude.
Menage a trois.
Well,
whoa.
Yeah.
What?
I know that brand. I know.
Everybody knows that brand.
I know what you're talking about, Grande.
Everybody knows that brand.
Yeah.
It's for the non-wine drinkers' favorite wine.
Yeah.
All right.
There's a couple of brands of wine, white wine, Chardonnay, that Rachel and I would drink like all day long. La Crema.
La Crema is where it's at.
La Crema,
bro.
very inexpensive and delicious buttery bottle of Chardonnay.
I have a bottle in the fridge.
Delicious.
Browner, you want to go get it?
Delicious.
So y'all just sitting around drinking white wine, huh? Yeah.
That's right.
That's what
Racist.
y'all doing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Racist wine drinkers.
Yeah. What y'all doing, huh? You drink a white wine, huh? Ain't no other kind of wine good enough for y'all, huh? That's the white wine, huh? Okay. Okay, I see where you at.
You don't drink rosé, Scott?
Rachel drinks rosé. I'll
But
drink
she,
it. I'll drink it.
but she prefers the white wine, huh?
Yeah, I think we're more like Chardonnay white wine drinkers. Yeah.
So
I don't want
you
the, I don't
you
want
a
the
white
red wine.
wine kind of guy, huh?
Yeah, I don't really want that super dark, heavy red wine. You know, it's wineism. Maybe it's wineism. It's not
bad
racism.
for you, huh?
It's
The dark
it is
wine's bad for you, huh?
Yeah, really bad for you. Bad for your acid reflux, darling. Yeah.
As long as I'm glad, I'm good. I'm glad to know that now.
Yeah. All right. So if you want to get me a bottle of wine, white wine, please.
Listen, I would never get you any other kind.
Yeah, wineism. You know,
Yeah.
you've heard of racism. This is wineism, is what this is.
Clearly.
Right.
That's why Browner likes stouts.
That's right.
Because they're dark and brown.
They're dark and
yeah,
thick,
heavy.
That's right. That's how I like it.
Yeah. That's right. He doesn't like those light beers. He doesn't like those lagers. They're too pale. You know,
some Guinness in the fridge too, Browner.
Yeah.
Wow, man. I could be drinking this tomorrow. Say that for tomorrow.
Multicolored here.
All right. Well,
Got the 40 on tomorrow.
Beer Friday is tomorrow. By the way, can we give a quick shout out and a promotion for Beer Friday tomorrow?
Oh, this is a straight from North Park Brewery. Only in North Park Brewery. Original 40. I think it's been open for about 2 years now. Browner went to go pick up the beer yesterday, so it's already here. It's a microbrewery here that just started canning like every other brewery during COVID. And they'll be on tomorrow.
All right. Yeah. Hey, we should actually tell everybody. You mentioned, because I don't know the name of the brewery. I think you just said it was called
Original 40.
Original 40. I just got my beers that we're going to try tomorrow. If I grab them, we could show them to everybody. And then this way, those of you that want to do the tasting with us can have that opportunity to do that.
The young lady.
I'd have to run out and get them.
Go ahead. I have a speech to give while you're gone. The young lady who works at Original 40, what a sweetheart. So I get there. She gives me the drinks. She gives me the merch. And there is a legit crazy guy standing on their patio singing DMX topless. Just rapping DMX. All the bad words, too. And within less than 2 feet, there's a couple sitting trying to have a beer on a sunny afternoon. And this guy's just ruining it. And she just calmly goes out, sits at the table with the people, and then goes, "Hey, sir, can you get down? This is kind of a restaurant. This is a bar."
Oh, we all know how university gets down sometimes. It's probably not
Bro.
the first time.
Listen, Todd Gloria, you got to do something about university, dog. It's crazy out there. Just homeless people out there rapping DMX, ruining all people's lunches. Come on, Todd. You do better, Todd.
One of my children to, I think it's the only one that's here. Oh, wait, hold on. I know you do. Hold on, wait, Julia, come here. Boy.
You just hand him the beer. Just hand him the beer.
She says she's having the worst hair day of her life. This is what broadcasting from home is today in 2020.
Girl, look at this. Look at this.
It's going on TV too.
Look at Browner. Look at Browner's. Look at that. How's your hair day compared to Browner's hair?
Yeah.
I tried to put some water down. It didn't work.
No, it didn't work out for you. Could you do me a favor? Go in the refrigerator in the garage. In the upper right corner, there's 3 beers. They're all together. They're
Browner, you can get them too. They're like right next to you.
I know it's not Beer Friday. I got it. We're promoting Beer Friday. Hold on a second. All right. I'm going to just say this really quick. We're going to get into Conor McGregor and his fight on Saturday. And I also want to get into Trevor Bauer and what the Dodgers are doing with Trevor Bauer that has to make people feel like, wow, he's getting himself. I mean, there's some big trouble coming. Hold on one second, Jules. I'm going to have you put him back. This is these are the beers that we're doing on Beer Friday. This is the Mexican lager right here.
A little higher. There you go. And to your left.
There we
right.
go. There we go.
There you go. There you go.
So, all right, tell me the names of these beers because you guys can read them. I can't.
Baja Sol Mexican lager. Yeah. The Juice May is that what that is?
Juice Maze.
Juice May. So I'm assuming that's a hazy IPA.
It is a hazy IPA, yes. And the last one is called Glowing Sunsets, and it's an IPA. It's a West Coast IPA.
Very nice.
So these 3 beers right here from a brewery called Original 40 will be our guests tomorrow on Beer Friday. So if you want to, now Alex and John, people should go. You can only get these at the brewery in North Park.
No, I don't know. I'm sure you could find them elsewhere, like a Bevmo or something like that, or any sort of craft, like a bottle craft.
Yeah.
but I mean the brewery itself is here in North
Okay,
Park. Yes.
here, Jules. Bad hair day. Go. You want to say goodbye to the dudes?
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
When
Julia.
ask her, is she opening or closing today? What's happening at work?
Yeah. Hey, Julia. They want to know if you're opening or closing at work today. Neither. Yeah, I had her call the manager of the place, and she's like, "My dad won't let me work there if I'm working by myself because I don't know if I told you guys this or not, but I'm 14." Yeah.
God,
So
you didn't tell us that.
So you know what I decided is next week rather than letting her have a job, which I think is kind of I like that she's ambitious that way, but she's going to speed camp next week. Going to speed camp with my man Marty Graham. Marty Graham was a guy who played football at San Diego State. Many years ago, he was like the star player of our indoor arena football team here in San Diego. He's a great
Strike
guy.
Force?
No, not Strike Force. This preceded Strike Force. This was the Riptide.
Got it.
And so Marty Graham's a great guy. And in fact, yesterday when I signed her up for the camp, he texted me. He's like, "Hey man, I saw you just signed Julie up for the camp." I'm like, "Yeah, man." Because here's the thing, she decided to get into track and field this past year, and didn't know what she was doing, but she was winning all these races. And I'm like, you know what? If you actually learned some form and you learned what to do and you had a game plan, you might actually
be pretty good.
Yeah, nice.
So there you go. All right. So there's Beer Friday tomorrow. Original 40. Great name of a brewery, by the way.
Yeah, OG 40.
Dude, since she can't work, you should pay her for every race she wins.
That's not a bad call, Brown. Not a
Mhm.
bad call at all. All right, let me do this. Let me start off with Trevor Bauer. Then let me work my way into Conor McGregor. And I'm going to do that in just 1 minute. But first, I'm going to mention to everybody Corky's Pest Control, 1-800-901-1102. And here's what I want to say about Corky's. I've noticed some people in my neighborhood that have gotten tents on their homes. And
not that old lady up the hill.
No, not the old lady up the hill. What is her deal?
I don't know. I just don't want, you know what I'm saying? I don't want her to fall down.
Yeah.
No, because she can't go in her house because it's tenant.
Yeah, no. I got this old lady who lives across the street from me. This lady's like 90 years old, and she has been living in this house for like 60 years. Like since the house was built, she's been living in this house. And let me tell you, this lady's amazing. She has this very steep driveway. She goes walking down it every day to check her mail. She pushes her garbage cans up. I'm like, "Yo, you need help?" She's like, "I got it. No problem." And then she gets in her car and she takes off. And I'm like, "Oh my God, this freaking lady is driving. I can't believe it." But she's tough, man. This lady is tough.
That hill would be great for exercise. You should ask if Julia can run up those hills for exercise. Work on the quads.
Really. So anyway, where were we? Oh, I was just about to talk about Corky's Pest Control. There's a guy around the corner and he's got his house tented and he doesn't have Corky. He's got another pest control company. And then there's another guy around the corner and he's got his house tented and he's got Corky's sign in front of it. And I'm like, there's a smart guy and there's a guy who just made a mistake. And here's why. If you think you have a termite issue, if you've seen like what looks like sawdust down at the base of your floors and you're like, what is this? It could be that termites are eating the wood in your house. And it's just kind of a part of life in Southern California. It's not an if, it's kind of a when. But when you call Corky's, Corky looks up your house and then he says, "Okay, here's the price." And you're like, "Is that a quote?" Or no, it's not a quote. It's the price. We're not going to come out to your house and say, "Hey, it's bigger. Didn't realize this situation. It's going to cost more." No. Once they quote the price, that is the price. But when they're done, then there's this 4-year guarantee. So I would say this to you. If you're shopping around out there about termite fumigation, here's what you do. You call Corky's and you call the other pest control companies and then just compare who has the 4-year guarantee. One company, Corky's Pest Control. So for any of your pest control needs, Corky's controls pests. Call that number. Call 1-800-901-1102.
Corky's.
Nice. Okay, I'm going to start off with Trevor Bauer. I'll move into Conor McGregor. They're not connected in any way. Two separate stories.
Not Trevor McGregor.
I put the two of them together earlier. I did that. But Conor versus Trevor. Not one person. Here goes. Trevor Bauer. So when the Dodgers say that they're going to bounce on the bobblehead night, you start to think to yourself, now, wait a second. Today is July, what's today's date? July 8th. Okay, today's July 8th. August 19th is like 40 some odd days away, Between now and then, a lot could happen. And we've invested, I say we, if I'm the Dodgers, we've invested $102 million in a very short term contract for this guy. He was the premier number one available free agent pitcher, and the Dodgers are the spenders, and they got the money, so they went out and got the guy. So they've made this commitment, this financial commitment to him under the expectation that we're going to get what he's been. Now, a couple of problems have happened. One, he is the face of the sticky stuff scandal, not because he's been busted for the sticky stuff, but it's because he's admitted to everybody, yeah, I use the sticky stuff. I use it because baseball hasn't policed it. So why wouldn't I try and use every advantage I can get? And when they said to him, well, Trevor, what are you going to be when you can't use the sticky stuff? He said, go back to 2-3 years ago. That's what I'm going to be. By the way, still pretty good, but it's a total admission of guilt. Guilty of something that baseball wasn't really policing. Okay, that's fine. You can live with it. You can also live with the fact that this guy's life is documented essentially on YouTube. Now, by the way, I don't know about you guys, but I haven't gone to his YouTube channel and seen, is he talking about what's happening?
No.
Okay, I wouldn't think so. I'm sure his lawyers have shut him down. So as the Dodgers, he costs a lot of money. You expect excellence from the guy. He becomes the face of the sticky stuff scandal. He's living his life on a daily vlog on YouTube. And now he gets caught up in this sexual misconduct allegation scandal to the point where the Dodgers take him off the field. We talked about this yesterday. Major League Baseball helped him out with that. They cancel his bobblehead night, which is still 6 weeks away, which starts to make you think they must know something. And this is the one move that's really now even more interesting than all of it. When they start to pull the merchandise, we don't want to sell merchandise with his name on it. I mean, when that happens, that is like the Dodgers, they might as well come right out and say it. We don't want to be affiliated with this guy anymore. I'm shocked by the whole thing. And I'm not shocked by the decisions of the Dodgers. I think they're the right decisions to make. But what this guy was, what he is, what they bought, what they received, what it's turned into, the fact that Dave Roberts has to answer questions about a guy that he barely knows and has been with his team for not even half a season. This is a fascinating story. Cancel the bobblehead night well in advance, surprised. Pull all of his merchandise.
How about even going to MLB Shop? You search Trevor Bauer and you get Trevor Story stuff. Like there's not a trace of Trevor Bauer even existing on the MLB Shop right now.
Even when they put your stuff up for sale, when they trade you or they're about to trade you or you're suspended, like at least your stuff's on a discount at some place. They've taken it all down. This is as bad as it gets. Like your stuff not even on sale, bruh. Your stuff not even on sale.
I think I had to say yesterday, I think I did say that another team would give him a chance if the Dodgers got rid of him somehow. I'm not sure anymore. Like this is at first I was like, yeah, dude, just give it a couple times, give it some time and people forget. But I don't know, man. Like this is like to not have a trace of him on MLB Shop is not a Dodger thing. That's a baseball thing now. Like that's more than just like he's not pitching this year. That's out the question. He's done. Like I'm pretty comfortable saying that right now. I don't know how you can come back from this and then all of a sudden you're like, okay, he's back. Let's put his jerseys back up. Let's put his stuff back up. Like I said yesterday, this guy admitted to doing everything that she accused him of. He's just saying there was consent. So he's already kind of said, like, I did everything that I'm being accused of. That's not even in question. So I don't know, how like I said, Dodgers done. I don't know how Trevor Bauer comes back anytime soon.
And the thing is you know how in baseball they've got these guaranteed contracts. So if you're Albert Pujols, as an example, the Angels decide we don't want you anymore, so leave. But he still gets paid. And so, right now, the Angels are all excited about Ohtani, understandably so, but the Dodgers are enjoying the services of Albert Pujols while Artie Moreno and the Angels are paying for it, But
is there such a thing as conduct detrimental to the contract?
Oh, yeah.
Like we hear that all the time in the NFL, right?
There
has to be some
yes.
protection. There's got to be some protection. Like, hey, if he gets hurt, we have an insurance policy. But if he does something off the field that is bad for our business, detrimental to the game, blah, 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 there's some sort of legalese in there. There's got to be some protection. And I would think that if I'm the Dodgers, I might look at his stats and go, this guy's a good pitcher. But I'm also looking at the off the field pain in the ass that he is. And I might want to get out from underneath this contract.
This is a very, very difficult situation for the Chargers to be in, the Dodgers to be in, because of how good he really is. Like, how much of a stance are you really going to take? Because Bauer's really good. Before he got this administrative leave, he was the league leader in wins. So,
but this
is a real decision for them.
But this also goes back to the people in that clubhouse. Do they want him around? Because if they make enough noise, he will be back. But if they make enough noise for him not to be back, he won't.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, I wanted to get into Conor McGregor. I haven't gotten to it yet. We will. Stick around. Yeah, we'll get to it next. We're in the 7 Mile Casino Studios. It's Kaplan and Crew.
We'll be right back with more of Scott Kaplan and Crew tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM. A new generation of radio. SoCal Sports Talk.
Kaplan and Crew tonight is brought to you by BMW San Diego, your certified BMW dealer, serving drivers throughout San Diego and the surrounding areas.
Catch Kaplan and Crew Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. If you've listened to Scott Kaplan the last 20 years, you know one thing. He likes to stir up some A new generation of radio. The all-new and mightier 1090.
With live theater on hold and performers and crew out of work, the folks at Subaru of El Cajon had a great idea.
Why not help all the artists and artisans in San Diego put a musical on?
And so Sharing the Love was born. This musical collaboration between Subaru of El Cajon and the performing arts community celebrates positivity in the face of strife.
Love is for sharing, hate is despairing. There is no comparing the two.
Watch Sharing the Love, Saturday and Sunday, only on Your View.
Welcome to the Jacobs & Cushman San Diego Food Bank and our 90,000 square foot facility. We feed 350,000 people every single month. Many people ask, how can I help? You can volunteer for the San Diego Food Bank. Just go to sandiegofoodbank.org, register to volunteer. No group is too small, no group is too large, but those volunteers are integral to our success in feeding the community. Another way you can help is by hosting a food drive. Just go online and register your group, your company, or organization. It's that easy. Another great way is through our virtual food drive, where you can literally buy food on our behalf. Lastly, another great way to make an impact is to go online and make a financial contribution to the San Diego or North County Food Bank. On behalf of the San Diego Food Bank, our staff, our volunteers, and the 350,000 people we serve every month, thank you for helping us fight hunger and feed hope in San Diego County.
Kaplan and Crew tonight presents Sports in a Minute.
Sometimes you just need a break from your day-to-day, and what better way to do so than hitting the beach? That's what the San Diego Loyal did earlier this week. They hit the sand for some beach volleyball on Tuesday, and by the looks of these photos, it looks like it was a pretty fun competition on the team's day off. Orange County Soccer Club announced the acquisition of forward Aiden Apodaca on loan from El Paso Locomotive FC. Apodaca is a California native. He joined the Locomotive in January and made quite an impact with the team. OCSC's next match is Saturday against the Sacramento Republic FC. The San Diego Loyal will be taking on Club Tijuana de Cholos on Saturday. I'm Haley Stasiak. That's your Sports in a Minute. Now back to more Kaplan and Crew tonight.
Rich Eisen here, inviting you to catch my show, The Rich Eisen Show, on our flagship radio station, the Mightier 1090. We're on every Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to noon Pacific time. You'll like what you hear. If not, that's just, I guess, too bad.
A new generation of radio, the all-new and Mightier 1090.
The Olympic Games, where the world's best athletes will compete on the most prestigious stage. Catch all the action leading up to the Olympic Games on Guide to the Games every Tuesday on Your View. The series examines the qualification process, the history of the Games, and the teams and athletes that are expected to shine, plus information about the rules, events, and competitors. Don't miss Guide to the Games, Tuesdays on Your View.
Love promise moments are part of the mission of what we do here at Subaru El Cajon. A love promise moment is when we as human beings deliver an experience beyond exceptional to any one of our guests, and then that guest's life is positively affected by that interaction. It's amazing to watch what happens when two human beings talk on that level and create something magical. And sometimes they drive away with a car, sometimes they don't, but we've had an impact on that person's life, and that's the magic. You know, our employees react to things like Make-A-Wish, Feeding San Diego, and the other groups we help by jumping in.
This year, through COVID, we were able to help a little girl out and got her a rather large scooter that she needed for mobility.
We gave up our Christmas party as employees, and we actually adopted a wish of a young girl here in El Cajon, and we gave her a 3-wheel scooter so she didn't have to use her wheelchair all the time. It gives me goosebumps even thinking about it.
Let's take it up a notch with Kaplan and Crew tonight's Premium Boost, powered by the Mightier 1090.
We are in the hope business. What we do every day and what we've done for 40 years is to provide kids and families going through critical illnesses hope that tomorrow's going to be a better day. My favorite wish is the next one, because that is the power of our organization, is to bring hope to kids who are going through something right now, and hope can't wait. So people can get involved now by donating resources. They can donate in kind, they can donate their time as volunteers, they can donate dollars, because kids are still getting diagnosed with illnesses that qualify for Make-A-Wish every day. So people can visit us online at sandiego.wish.org. They can visit us and follow us on social media. There are so many ways to get connected, and people can help in many, many different ways. We need your support now more than ever, because illness doesn't take a vacation and it doesn't take a break because of COVID-19.
Welcome to the Jacobs & Cushman San Diego Food Bank and our 90,000 square foot facility. We feed 350,000 people every single month. Many people ask, how can I help? You can volunteer for the San Diego Food Bank. Just go to sandiegofoodbank.org, register to volunteer. No group is too small, no group is too large, but those volunteers are integral to our success in feeding the community. Another way you can help is by hosting a food drive. Just go online and register your group, your company, or your organization. It's that easy. Another great way is through our virtual food drive, where you can literally buy food on our behalf. Lastly, another great way to make an impact is to go online and make a financial contribution to the San Diego or North County Food Bank. On behalf of the San Diego Food Bank, our staff, our volunteers, and the 350,000 people we serve every month, thank you for helping us fight hunger and feed hope in San Diego County.
Kaplan and Crew tonight's Premium Boost is powered by the Mightier 1090. Kaplan and Crew tonight is brought to you by BMW San Diego, your certified BMW dealer, serving drivers throughout San Diego and the surrounding areas.
Shelter to Soldier selects dogs from shelters and rescue groups all throughout California. Our ideal candidate at Shelter to Soldier is 8 months to a year and a half old. They're confident in different environments. They have strong social drive, another motivator like food or toy drive. And ultimately, these are dogs that want to have a job and that have a greater purpose to become a service dog. Currently, about 85% of our dogs pass their service dog training. But if they don't pass, they become a career change. We don't like to use the word failure around here. So career change to an emotional support animal, or if that doesn't work out, then they career change to a pet dog. Still finding a loving placement and purpose in life.
Thank you for joining us. Catch Scott Kaplan and crew tonight from 7 to 8 p.m. Pacific every Monday through Friday. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show